what's up, y'all? Gotta try to get over. And these fools ain't gonna let me. I hate when they do that. You don't want to let me over, but you need to get over here. So instead of switching place, you want to just pass me up. But this ain't really about that. I know it's been a while, man, but we back. The title is Black and Brown at War. I don't think so, but I'll be the first to tell y'all that it's a division between black folks and brown folks that America wants and needs to keep going in the direction that they're going. Let me explain something to you. The reason why these folks are trying to turn us against our brown brothers is because they understand what we have missed for hundreds of years, which is together we stand, divided we fall. And I'm not just talking about black and brown, we missed that for hundreds of years. Black people have missed that between and amongst each other. We was done so bad in slavery that we developed the I'm straight, they not talking about me mentality. I was explaining this to my mama the other day, and I'm like, if they came right now and was like, hey, we fit to lock all the dark-skinned people up and put them back in slavery, and we gonna let all the light-skinned and the mixed people be free. You know how many light-skinned and mixed people be like, shit, I'm straight, ain't talking about me. Most of them. And that's the type of mentality we have. When they was going after our brown brothers, what we say? Shit, we straight. They ain't talking about me. When they was out here talking about, oh, they trying to take the black jobs. Made us feel like it was such a thing as a black job. Now, I know all of us didn't go for that shit. But a lot of us did. The first thing I said was, remind me 50, 60 years ago when they were saying that we was out here trying to take all the white jobs. And as I heard a comedian say before, I done seen the nigga still alive and never seen the nigga still a job. Did they give you a job and then 3 days later they came back and told you, hey, my bad, we gonna get this job to a black man? Did a nigga take your job? No, sir. A motherfucker went to school, which you didn't want him going to school, got educated and went and got their job. That's what you didn't want to happen. That don't mean he stole your job, that means he just went and got him one. There's plenty of jobs out here. But see, the thing is, they want to get rid of our brown brothers so we can get them black jobs, they call it. We can go get them jobs. They want us to be the ones not making no money, standing on the corner selling oranges or, you know what I'm saying, shade tree mechanics. Not the real mechanic. They want you getting as less money as possible. Not certified, just paper. And that's why I say it's time to stand up for our brown brothers, man. I know we was at a point when they hit them and they did that ignorant ass shit that we was like, see, told you so. And niggas love to do that told you so shit too. We love to see shit go wrong so we can say, I told you I was right. And right now, that's what we doing to the Latin community. We letting them know that, see, should have been fucking with us. Well, my niggas, I'm gonna tell you something. It's the reason why people don't want to fuck with us. And you know, I ain't gonna ever tell you no lie, I'm gonna tell you the goddamn truth. We some backbiting motherfuckers. We some backstabbing motherfuckers. Trifling. Lazy. And I ain't talking about everybody, but you know, we do this shit. A lot of us like to stand back and say, not me. might not be you, but it's your motherfucking cousin. It's your homeboy, it's your homegirl. You know some motherfuckers is the bottom of the motherfucking barrel. I used to be down there myself. I had to learn to bring myself up. And that's what I want for everybody. But I understand what these folks understand, which is Mexicans have always had a pride about themselves to where they don't give a fuck how down they is. They gonna stick together and they gonna help each other. And if we did that, like the Mexicans do, like the Jewish people do, like the white people do, like the Chinese people and the other Asian communities do, we would not be in the position we in right now. See, they'll drag us to the bottom and then we'll help each other stay there. We're not gonna help each other get from the bottom of the motherfucking barrel. We gonna drag a motherfucker down and hide them under the bottom of the barrel. And the shit has been passed on to the next generation already. You can say what you want to say, but these YNs, you call them, these YNs, they'll kill a nigga quicker than any nigga in history. They not gonna kill the oppressor, just like niggas have always been taught not to do. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when we do it. We're not gonna fuck with the oppressor. We're gonna fuck with each other. We're gonna keep each other oppressed and help the oppressor. A nigga come through the neighborhood and put that switch on and switch cheese everything on the block. And when he see them blue and red lights, he running. All of a sudden, this switch don't work no more. You going up against dudes with switches. But when that dude come through with that pop hole, you running. I don't get it. I don't get it. In history, we can name one man who said, you know what? Fuck with mine, but fuck with yours. And that's recent. That mow down job, that was recent. First nigga in history that we can just live it and pick back and say, yup, he did it. And I'm not saying that what people need to do. I'm saying stop building your nuts up to do it to us. Carry them baby nuts you have when the police come. Use them nuts when they come down to us. The same way the police do. You be like, oh, the police will do it to us. But when it's one of them, nigga, you the same way. You exercise the same restraint and patience with them that the police do. It's a syndrome. I ain't gonna say and point you out and say it's you and it's your fault, nigga. It's a syndrome. You been right like that. You ain't never seen nobody else in history handle them folks the way you handle us, but you seen people in history handle us the way you handle us, so that's where you get it from. We gotta deprogram that shit. But let me tell you something, and this go for my Mexican people too. That shit I said about us earlier, they got your ass. They came through and told you, hey, we not talking about all Mexicans. He planted the seed. He said Mexico is sending their worst. They sending the murderers, the rapists, the drug dealers, the cartel members. That's what we get. So y'all heard that was like, well, I'm not one of them. So he said, the illegals are those, and the people who ain't illegal are the good ones. So y'all said, we straight. He ain't talking about us. We legal. And you turned on your illegal people. Or your supposedly illegal people. Your alleged illegal people. Separate y'all the way y'all look at each other. As soon as you took that step to say, I'm with y'all because I'm not with them. I'm not one of them. He showed you, nigga, we don't give a damn what you is. All y'all them to me. That's how racism works. He'll fool you into thinking we cool with you. It's them we don't like. You a good one. You know, they used to use that back in slavery too. They tell the slaves, you one of the good ones. No, nigga, I'm one of the ones. We all that. Yeah, we all that. And that's the same thing they did to our brown people. They told them, man, y'all one of the good ones if you vote for me, if you on my side, if you want to stand up for this flag, if you want to pledge allegiance, if you want to do all that, then you one of the good ones. And you did all that, and you turned on your brethren. Some of y'all told where your family was, like, hey, there you go. If he want to be one of the good ones, then he'll go back to Mexico, or he'll go back to El Salvador, or he'll go back wherever, and he'll come back the right way. Bullshit, ain't no right way. This is America. This is America. Land of the free. Supposedly home of the slave. I mean the brave. It is what it is, man. But as I started out saying, a lot of these Spanish people know how to stick together. They will stick together. They will help their family. They will help their community. They will help their people. And that's why them folks does not like us, don't want us cool with the brown folks, because they don't want that to rub off on us. Let me explain something to you. I read, so I understand that we are 13% of this country. My Spanish brothers are 18% of this country. You put that together, that's 31% of this country. We have to come together to become 1/3. Once we do that, we can get all other minorities and people who have been treated wrong join us, and we can even out this fight to get some real rights around here, to become a real people, to become recognized in this country of America that we built. We built the culture. We built the infrastructure. Yeah, we built the structure. We built the buildings, the highways. Yeah, other people claim ownership of it. But do they really own it? This shit is for the people. You see what I'm saying? This shit is for the people. Let me explain something to y'all. When that shit happened 5 years ago in the month of January on the 6th day, y'all do realize them folks was fighting to get this man that's in office right now in office 5 years ago. Because the shit he's doing right now, I don't care how scared you are that the ports are empty, that the shelves are about to be empty in the stores. Them billionaires gonna get their money. That's why they stormed that Capitol. That's why they voted for Trump, because in the end, they don't care about us. They don't give a damn how much food go up. They don't give a damn how much gas go up, how much housing go up, how many people lose their jobs. They fit to get motherfucking filthy rich. That was the plan 5 years ago. I've been telling y'all that shit. They don't give a damn about this country. They can lie to you and be like, oh, we patriots, and salute the flag, and you better love our anthem and our pledge. They don't give a damn about none of that. They give a damn about this here. This man is tearing this country apart, ripping it apart at the seams. But all they see is prices going up, we gonna get the money. When the tax breaks come, they gonna get the tax breaks. They gonna be able to weather the storm because they millionaires and billionaires. You trying to hold on to your job, trying to figure out, damn, should I just buy 6 eggs this week? Should I buy a quarter gallon of milk because I gotta put gas in the tank? You see what I'm saying? The millionaires and the billionaires don't give a damn about none of that. They don't give a damn about none of that. But in the meantime, they getting what they want. They getting the Mexicans up out of here. Guess what? No due process, no rights, no constitution. Ain't none of that. None of that shit that we fight for, and they be like salute the flag and go to war for all these rights and shit that we supposed to have and we supposed to love over everything. And that's the reason why we go to war, to preserve the rights of the Americans that fought for all this time. Bullshit. It's for money. When America go to war, it's for money. When America was helping Ukraine, y'all think they was helping the people of Ukraine, and you think they was over there trying to save the materials that they use for their technology. But guess what? The president is in Putin's pocket. So the first thing he did was say, hey man, we're gonna help you get Ukraine so you can have that shit, and you just give me what you're gonna give me on the back end. It's way more than they're gonna pay me to be president. Man, we know this man love money. He don't love America. You talking about buy America, nigga? You won't even marry America. You feel me? You won't even marry America, my dude. Y'all think that dude is sitting in that office and he's so dumb that I told y'all months ago, probably a year ago, that he was gonna kill this country when he got in office. That he was gonna take us down, down, down on purpose. A lot of people couldn't believe that. I said, nah, bro. Everything, he gonna blow everything up. He wants us to be a third world country. That way, our enemies, his allies, can come over here and do what they've done before. Drop tanks on American soil, take this shit over. Knock our buildings down like Snoop did in the video. Once he goes far, then he gonna tell you what? Martial law, man. We so bad as country martial law. He not gonna admit that he the reason why we down bad. When martial law come in, then that's when he gonna say, you know what? Can't no. Remember what Bush did? He ran the country down to the ground and then told you, well, you should re-elect me because I'm the only one that can fix it. Donald Trump been using that line since the beginning of his campaigns. I'm the only one that can fix it. I'm the only one that can do it. Don't nobody else know how to do it for me. I'm the greatest business man in the world. No, you not, bro. You just the greatest liar. You know how to play against people's fears and their vulnerabilities. You know how to use these dummies' hate against them. Because I've been told y'all, I said, man, dude is racist, but he not on the side of the racists. He racist as a means to a dollar bill. Not just as a way of life. Because he still got the way of life that the rest of the racists are trying to get. To where they have people working for them, doing all their dirty work, here, doing all their clean work, doing all the heavy lifting. That's why racists want to be racist. If need be, I'll break that down for you in a way that you can understand it. Matter of fact, we ain't got nothing but time. So I'm going to go ahead and give y'all this. Put yourself in the mind of a racist individual. And when I say put yourself in the mind of them, put yourself in their shoes. Meaning stop hating them for a minute and see what they see. If you ain't driving or doing nothing pertaining to work, close your eyes and I'm going to paint you a picture. Picture this. You and the adults around you, your uncle, your auntie, your mama, your daddy, your grandma, papaw, peepaw, meatmaw, whatever you want to call it. They tell you stories of the good old days, and they call it the good old days, when every white man and every white woman on the face of this country was a king or a queen. No matter what they had servants. If they couldn't afford service, then they were still better than the poor people. Even if they was poor, they was better than the poor people that was black. But as a majority rule down here in the South, white people didn't have to bathe themselves. They had a nigga to do it for them. They didn't have to cook for themselves. They had a nigga to do it for them. They didn't have to go outside and work in the fields with their corn, their cotton, their rice, their cotton, none of that shit. Sweet potatoes, peas, greens, tomatoes. They had a nigga to do it for them. They didn't have to take care of their kids or raise their kids. They had a nigga to do it for them. Didn't even have to brush and comb their own hair and teeth. They had to do it for them. Lay their clothes out, get their clothes ready, cook their meal, fix the table, wash the windows, whatever could be done, they had a nigga to do it. All they had to do was wake up white and collect their money. And as a kid, you hear this and you like, no way, grandma, no way, grandpa. Until one day, you take your ass to school.
There are police reported ahead.
You take your ass to school and February the 1st roll around. And all of a sudden it's Black History. And you open up that book and you get to learn about Black history, and they tell you black folks were slaves. They had to do all the cooking for the white folks. They had to tend the field. They had to raise the kids. They had to brush the teeth, brush their hair, get the food ready, feed the hogs, feed the dogs. They had to do all this, and you like, whoa! Papa and Mimo was telling the truth. We had it made. So next time you go back home and you like, hey, Papa, Mimo, Mom, Dad, Auntie, Uncle, I read a book in school today and they said that you were right. The black people was working for us and they was beneath us and they was the peasants and we was the kings and the queens and we didn't have to do anything. And they was like, yeah. And then they wouldn't give them niggas rights. And now we gotta work. We gotta ride with them. We gotta kiss their ass and let them take all the jobs that used to get us rich. And I'm thinking to myself, this is the point where you should realize that white folks didn't lose jobs to black folks. Black folks lost jobs to white folks. We were doing all the damn work. Back to it. So now you go to your history books and all this has been semi-confirmed in the way of a racist anyway. And Grandpa never get to tell you, hey, we trying to get it back that way. We trying to get these niggas back to Africa. We trying to get these Mexicans back to Mexico so we can have this country and run it the way we want to. Thing is, listen to me now. They don't want to send all our ass back because somebody gonna have to do the work. Somebody gonna have to do the black jobs that we used to do. You feel me? They don't want Mexicans doing jobs because, like I say, Mexicans got to skip over Jim Crow. Mexicans got to skip past Willie Lynch. So they didn't get to their families and take their pride away. They didn't get to take their language away. You see what I'm saying? They don't like Mexicans because Mexicans get to speaking their Spanish on their ass. See, we ain't speaking the Nigerian and all that other shit that we used to. They got that out of us. We Toby now. Ain't no more Kuta. We Toby now. They cut the foot off and got us right. They didn't get to cut the Mexican foot off. They didn't get to change his name. You see what I'm saying? The Mexican still Felipe. He not Philip. And racists don't like that at all. That's a slap in the face. And I gotta sit here and call you by a Spanish name that's not my language. Why you can't name your kids Amy? Why you can't name your kids William? Huh? Why you gotta be Hector? Why you gotta be Dago? You know what I'm saying? Why you gotta be shit like that? It's bad enough these niggas right here naming their kids Malik and shit like that. We don't even want to have to form our tongues to say them type of words. The name could have been Billy. Could have been Chad. You see what I'm saying? They don't like that shit. This is a slap in the face. This is a reminder of what they lost. And the thing about it is, keep yourself in the mind of the racist person. Hearing it from a child, growing up like that. It's been a secret thing going on, a secret conversation where they tell each other, look, we gonna get back to that. We working on it. So when Donald Trump come in and he won't denounce David Duke and he won't shy away from the Klan or the Proud Boys and all these other folks, all them people that, see, he white, he know. All them people that grew up secretly in the conversation, in the loop of we gonna get back to that one day, or looking at him like, oh, he's the savior. He's the one that's gonna get us back to it. So they followed him blindly. They turned themselves into MAGA. He told them, hey, make America great again. The same way we say, when was America great? Grandpa said that we didn't have to lift a finger. You niggas did all the work. That's when America was great, and we going back to it. Right now, he destroying this country, and all them sitting back like, well, he got to break it down to build it back up the way we want it. Nigga. And I say nigga because nigga is ignorance. Nigga. Ignorance is bliss. You blissful niggas. Y'all think this man out here trying to help you? This man out here lying in his pockets. He lying in his motherfucking pockets. Again. On your dog ass. All these millions and billions of dollars that they claim they done saved and they done found. What did you do with it? Where is it at? Can we count it? Can we see it? If you was a smart man, these tariffs you'd have placed on all these people, you would be paying them off with American money to help the Americans, while at the same time telling these other countries, hey, now bow down. We don't need you the way you think we need you, but we do, because the people who lead us are always out for themselves. They always got a hidden agenda. And if you don't have a hidden agenda, you get in office and you try to actually make things happen, it's going against what they want. So, yes, everything Joe Biden tried to do, they were trying to stop it. They lied on the man, tried to make it seem like his economy was shit when it was the best economy in the world at the time. Then, when he get out of office, what Donald Trump do? That was my economy. It was because of me. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't, bro. You handed that man such a fucked up economy, and you can say, well, it was headed on the uptick. No, it wasn't, bro. What was headed on the uptick was the economy you received from Barack Obama. You took credit for everything he did, but it could only last so long because it wasn't you. So not long after you went in the office, it started going back down. All them people who had found jobs when you got back in office, they started losing all them jobs. All them people that got jobs when Joe Biden was in office, once again, they losing all them jobs. The economy is tanking. The editor is depression. And it's because this man is trying to run a country like a business. This ain't a business, bro. I know a lot of people want to say it is. It's not. We have real live heartbeats in this country. People who have to live. It's not a margin. You can't look at the arrow going up or the arrow going down and just think that's an arrow. Those are people's lives. Those are people's livelihoods. People are dying. People are struggling. People are living like this ain't America. Because this ain't America. I don't know what they think this is, but this ain't it, man. Y'all hit that like button. Put me in the algorithm. I just wish, man. And it's time to stop waiting on them to save us. I'm gonna call y'all out and tell you ain't got no nuts. When the millionaires and billionaires felt like they was in trouble, they mounted up like Warren G and Nate Dogg. They rolled down in motherfucking state capitol and they made a motherfucking list. Whether they did it wrong or right, they didn't give a damn. They did what they had to do. Motherfuckers went to prison and everything because they had to. And now they feel so justified because they back out on the streets. Some of them even came back on the streets and said, hey, bro, I still don't fuck with you. You broke the Constitution and you lied and you did some dirty underhanded shit to get me out of prison. I do my time. Because I was doing what I believe in. A lot of us don't believe in shit. Because why has 96% of America not mounted up and headed to Washington, D.C. like, hey, bitch, this shit over with. This is our country, not yours. Don't know one man get the fuck up this country for everybody. But we gonna let them do it. We gonna sit back and see how much we can take, how much weight can we put on our shoulders. Dude ain't suffering one bit. Dude can't tell you how much the gas went up. He don't give a damn. He ain't pumped no gas probably ever in his life. He ain't never watched that hand go up and be squeezing on that thing, trying to not go up too high. He ain't never had to do that. Probably been a while since you had to do it, but you're doing it now. If you ain't doing it now, you fit to get ready to start doing it. I can bet you that. Y'all hit that like button. If you ain't subscribed, man, subscribe. I've been at the house with the family for a few days, thank God, man. Enjoying my mom and my sisters and my nieces the time out, but I'm back. I want to tell y'all, man, some more stuff. Maybe one day I will. I'm pretty sure one day I will. I can't do it right now because I don't know what my reach gonna be and if it's gonna get back to the billionaires that's at the top of my food chain. Just know that my company sold out. My new company sold out, and we're under new ownership. And my new ownership seems to be some of them. You know what I'm saying? If you get it, you get it. If you don't, like I say, man, when I feel safer, I speak on it. But right now, I got responsibilities. I can't throw my responsibilities to the side. God bless me to be in the position I'm in right now. I got to protect it. Just know, man, it's a whole nother conversation along the lines that we're having right now. Along the lines that we're having right now. Not just presidential shit, but when I tell you the president is directly involved in this story, like less than 6 degrees of separation. If you understand what that means, I'm gonna say like 3 degrees of separation. Maybe even 2. It might be one buffer in between. So it might be 2. I just need y'all to think about the shit that I be trying to tell you about, man. Like, real talk. They do not want us in the brown community to come together. Because if we start learning from each other, if we start applying some of the positive from their culture and letting go of some of the negatives from our culture, we'll become a wrecking ball. They won't be able to handle us. Like I say, that 31% is a third of America. And it's scary for them to look up and say, hold up. As long as we keep them separate, they'll be at 13% and 18%. But if they make that 31%, oh Lord, that's a lot of voices. That's a lot of thinking power. That's a lot of resilience. And coming together and standing together. And one of the biggest things about it is they know without a shadow of a doubt that a lot of the things that we gonna come together and stand for would directly oppose their way of life. Or should I say the way of life that they want to have. So they work overtime to be like, nope, y'all need to be at war. They trying to baby us and coddle us and tell us, look, y'all here legally. Y'all good workers, y'all hard workers, and these folks over here trying to take your job and they trying to take your position and they trying to do this and they trying to do that, and we like, man, come on now. That's the same thing you told them kids when you was raising them to be hateful. You see what I'm saying? That's the same thing you was telling them kids when they was young and impressionable and going for whatever you want to tell them. And why they was raised with a heart full of hate and malice. They trying to do us like that, and it's like, man, we already got a heart full of hate and malice for ourselves, for each other, for people to look like us. We need to find a way out of that, because in the long run, even though there is someone to blame, we are blamed for not trying hard enough. We got people who know better, but they're not going to take the time to reach back and teach the people who don't, because it's so easy to say, man, look at these kids, man, they ain't gonna learn, they ain't gonna listen, they don't want to know, they don't want to do better. Yeah, they do. It's just been indoctrinated into them. Black people have struggled so long to the point where we embrace the struggle. We look at it as a badge of honor, because that's what you do when you've been given lemon so long with no sugar to make lemonade. You start drinking lemon water and thinking, hey, it's good enough. It's good enough. You know what I'm saying? When you wasn't raised on them lamb chops and them pork chops and them ribeyes, you start thinking, shit, chitlin's actually good. No, they not. No, they not. Chitlins is not good. A chitlin is a sack of shit with the shit removed from it. It's not good. But people been eating that shit so long to the point where they'll go clean that nasty shit, stink up the whole house with that nasty shit, and put some mustard and hot sauce on it, and act like they eating a porterhouse. Stop that shit, man. There is so much better out here in the world. Stop being the person who like that shit and telling your kids, hey, eat this, and they don't want to eat it. Mama, it's nasty, it stink. Just try it. Man, don't make your kids try that bullshit. Why would you move out of the projects into a nice 2-story brick house and then tell your child, just go try the projects, just go over there and play? Go make some friends over there. Why you want a trampoline when you can go in that dumpster and get a pissy mattress to flip on? Man, come on now. We got to start having pride in ourselves, our upbringing, and the ones that's come after us. It ain't too late. Unlearn. Like your guy to say, untrap. I put a post up on Facebook the other day, said, man, look, our black women love the tricks. Our black men love the traps. And with a culture of people who love tricks and traps, why the hell you think we ain't going nowhere? You set up from the beginning to trick yourself and to trap yourself. A woman that wants a trick is taking a shortcut. A man that wants to trap is taking a shortcut. And if I ain't told y'all nothing else from the beginning of my time getting on here, shortcuts don't get you where you want to go. That easy money, that quick way don't get you where you want to go. You trying to get to out of town, you want to walk down that dark alley because it's a shortcut, you might get killed in that dark alley. You might get robbed in that dark alley. Baby girl, you might get your innocence took in that dark alley trying to take a shortcut. I love people, man, not just black people. I know we all have, and I ain't even talking about a race, I'm talking about an individual person. We all have something to contribute to this world, to make life better for the next person, the next generation. But we so focused on taking care of us. And I'm like, man, if there's one other thing I can tell you, I serve an awesome God. When you give him the praise, you're going to be taken care of. You don't have to wake up every day and try to figure out how I'm going to take care of this. And how, man, that shit just happened. Start doing right by people and see how God do you. But at the same time, I must let you know, the devil give blessings too. How else you think he convince people to keep doing his dirty work? I wish I could sit back and read all these comments. But I can't because I'm driving. But I don't want to make this too long because I don't want people to be intimidated to watch it. The moral of the story is, man, you got to start being the type of individual that's going to do your own research and go find out what the folks doing. I'm going to do as much as I can for you, but I'm going to just be real. I don't give y'all as much political conversation as I used to because it's heartbreaking right now. It's depressing. And I battle with depression enough as it is. So I be trying to avoid things that's gonna put me in a bad mind frame. But this is a conversation that needs to be had, and it needs to be had around the world. See, because part of America's problem is we have a selfish person at the lead. And America has been a place that tries to lend a helping hand to everybody. And a lot of selfish people have been in America saying stuff like, well, why you giving this country all that money? Why y'all helping them when we need help here? Because we helping people here. We might not be helping every single person here, but we help people here. And we help people there, and we help people, because if don't nobody else do it, it won't happen. You see what I'm saying? If don't nobody else do it, it won't happen. In America, there was all types of programs to help people. Even you. Medicaid, Medicare, Social Security, all of that stuff was to help. SNAP benefits, all that stuff is to help. Equal opportunity, DEI, all that stuff is to help people. And they're always coming up with another way, another incentive, another something, another program to help us. It may not be, hey man, they need $2 billion like the other country do. Because we don't have time to go over there and set up an infrastructure and a program and a Social Security and a Medicaid and a Medicare for them. We're too busy trying to get ours right. But there's a world that we all have to live in this world. We can't sit by and let other countries just fall by the wayside. If so, we will find ourselves by ourselves. The same way people can't go to Haiti because they're scared they're going to lose their life or something, because those people over there have been deprived of so much, they've had so much stolen from them and taken from them. No helping hand. You don't want to look around the world and every place is like that. Everywhere you go, they ready to kill or kidnap you because they feel like, oh, here's America, they doing so good. If I could just get them over here in this room and make them call home, I'll be rich. They gonna send me something. Even if I ain't rich, I'll be able to eat for the next week or the next month. Don't let your life become, oh, well, if I get them, I can eat for a week. Come on, man. You got to learn how to be a selfless person. It ain't easy. But like I told you, man, if you got God in your life, if you have faith and you believe, you will be taken care of. And this might be stronger than that. Let's say you ain't. Let's say you die. Okay. If you don't think heaven better than this, let me ask you this. Even if you don't believe in heaven and hell, you don't believe in God or whatever, the odds that you right are 50-50. Let's just say you're right. And you lived your life being a good person. And you lived your life helping people. And you lived your life trying to be righteous. And you died and it wasn't no heaven and it wasn't no hell. So, now, let's say you lived your life for you. Your cake and eat it too. You don't care who suffered, as long as you did good. As long as you had millions and billions and you had private planes and you had people working for you and doing all this and that so you can sit on your ass and then kick your feet up. And then you die. And heaven and hell is real. Do it mean something? Do it matter? Yup. It's a 50-50 chance. So why play with it? Why not make sure you on the right side of that 50-50? It's a coin flip, man. It's 50% chance you could be right. But boy, oh boy, what if you wrong? What if that ass is wrong? And that's all I'm saying, man. Learn how to help people. We all need help. Even if we don't think we need help. You came in this world teeth missing, head bald, can't walk, shitting and pissing on yourself, need somebody to help you eat. And I promise you, if you live long enough, you're going to go out just like that. Not being able to walk, pissing and shitting on yourself, teeth missing, bald head, need somebody to feed your ass. That's a promise. And I can promise you that's a promise. So, man, do right while you're here. Black folks, go make you some brown friends, man. Brown people, go make you some black friends, man. Socialize. Come together. Encourage one another. Support one another. Be the backbone. The state of both our people depends on that. I'm gonna tell y'all, like, I'm gonna break something down to you. I know you probably heard it before. And after I get done explaining this one, I'm gonna end it. In prison, and I'm speaking on Arkansas prison and most is in the South. In prison, when you see Mexicans, they all looking out for each other. And I'm only using prison because this is where I got to see this shit for myself. When you see white folks, they mainly together looking out for each other. That's not to say they not fucking with no Mexicans, they not fucking with no black people, because some do, some don't. But they looking out for each other. The only way white folks ain't looking out for other white folks is if they got some type of sexual charges. And sometimes, even then, they still do. I don't know. I never got to see Mexicans that was exiled or just had to be off to the side doing their own thing. So I'm assuming that what happened, they looking out for their own. I heard CB say on one of his, and that's why I told y'all I watch dude shit and I fuck with him, because I can tell that the shit he's saying when he tell his stories be real. Because I've been in prison and I've seen the same shit he's saying with my own eyes. A lot of these dudes that be telling these prison stories, they out here trying to get a check. They telling y'all the worst, most gruesome thing they can come up with their mind to keep y'all entertained and keep y'all enthralled in the story, in the conversation. But that's neither nor there. I heard CB say one time, he like, man, if you ever watch when you sit in prison, when the Mexicans come in with their property, like, man, what's up with you, man? Ooh, man, when they gonna bring them in, you need some help with your bags. The white dude gonna come over to the white dude like, hey, man, what's up, man? I'm such and such. What's your name? You need some help with your bags, man? We got a room over here, man. You go over here. I introduce you to all the people in the barracks. But a nigga gonna walk up to a nigga like, hey, bro, where you from? You affiliated, blood, you crip, you vice lord, what is you? Before they can even fuck with you, because they fuck with you, they gotta make sure they not supposed to not fuck with you. Because all black people can't get along. Now in California, I ain't gonna say I seen, because I ain't never been locked up in California prison. But for everybody I've ever heard talk about California prison, they the dumbest motherfuckers. And I say this about niggas on the street in Cali. If y'all from Cali, man, I don't mean no harm, but I'm not gonna sugarcoat this shit and try to coddle y'all and make y'all feel good. I'm gonna tell you exactly what the dumbest shit y'all be doing. Y'all with blood and encrypted up in the county jails, and oh nigga, we gonna fight. Every day we fighting. If you from this hood, I need to fight everybody from this hood that I see. 2 days later, y'all be in prison together, eating together, spreading together, fighting each other, bet not fight each other. If you got some beef, you got to go get permission from another nigga to be mad at this nigga. And I just be like, huh? But 2 days ago, y'all trying to kill each other. Now, all that brotherhood and that brothership that y'all had go right back to the wayside, and just fuck you, fuck your hood, fuck your mama, your homeboy, kill my homeboy, man, fuck all that. I'm gonna tell you some real shit, because I'm a grown man. Your homeboy killing my homeboy mean 2 niggas lost. Your homeboy, my homeboy. I'm not about to be number 3. Because one nigga lost their life to jail and the other nigga lost their life to the gun. Now I gotta throw mine away too, or I'm not down. Nigga, I'm not down. Or should I say I'm not dumb? I used to be. I used to didn't realize how much my family mattered, how much I mattered. I was basing my love and my happiness and my self-worth on what y'all thought of me. If y'all thought I was down, if y'all thought I was a rider, if y'all thought that I handled my business, or should I say handle your business? Because my business should have been in that schoolhouse, should have been in them books, Should have been learning how to be a man and take care of my responsibilities. Except I had to go to prison and all the other shit, go through all that bullshit before I realized, you know what? Ain't none of this shit important. None of the niggas that I see just from my hood write me a letter or send me $1. Then none of the niggas come to a court date. Ain't none one of them came down that highway and visited me in prison. It was the people that I was shitting on. My mama, my sisters. Them the people who came to see me. The people who needed me and I couldn't do shit for them. Because I had threw my life away for the people who wasn't gonna do shit for me. People who didn't care about me. The people who, as soon as I wasn't there to do what they wanted done, forgot all about me. And that's why I try to tell these youngsters, man, you got to realize, quit being a bitch ass nigga, quit being scared. And that's what I call it. You too scared to tell these niggas from the hood, nigga, fuck y'all. My mama more important. Nigga, fuck y'all. My kids more important. Fuck y'all. I'm more important. Then throw my life away to impress you, to impress the hood. For somebody to say, oh man, he hard, he down, he a rider. Man, being hard, being down, being a rider don't get you nothing in life but a jail sentence. Dead, shot the fuck up, a colostomy bag, a wheelchair. It ain't gonna get you none of the shit you want. It might get you some of that nasty pussy you don't need. It ain't gonna get you no wife. It ain't gonna protect your legacy. And that's why I say that, man. I say it in a rough way, like, fuck that. Fuck them people. Fuck that hood. Fuck your hood. Your enemy, fuck their hood too. Y'all don't do nothing but me and my people some harm. And my people is everybody that's out here trying to take care of their business. Trying to go to work and come back home and pay their bills. We don't want to drive down the street and worry about catching a straight bullet. We don't want to be scared when we pull up at the gas station at night trying to fill up our wife's car because she can't come down here and do it. You know what I'm saying? These niggas fucking shit up for everyday regular people, man. You ain't hard. You ain't tough. You stupid. You the blind leading the blind. You a parasite. You a problem. And not in a good way. You what's wrong with our people. You what's wrong with our country. You what's wrong with our neighborhoods. Part of it. We got other enemies and other parasites and problems too. But why would you want to wake up every day and contribute to that when you can contribute to the other side, where people gonna really praise you and it means something, where people gonna love you and like you and they gonna tell the world about you because you're doing something good, something positive. We need more of that. It's uncommon. It shouldn't be people out here praising me because I'm out here saying what I'm saying. What I'm saying should be normal, everyday speech. We should be reminding these kids every day, hey man, listening to your homeboys and all this other, this shit don't make you hard. But I know what the kids gonna say because I used to be in their shoes. This is blind. Oh man, well if I ain't got no gun, what I'm gonna do? Man, first of all, if you ain't hanging with these fools, these clowns, and you ain't got no gun, it don't matter. Because them other fools, them other clowns, won't go fucking with them and you ain't gonna be there. I know when you're young, you want to be cool and you think grown folks ain't doing nothing but trying to ruin your fun and they don't understand, they don't know. Nigga, we've been through all that. I don't care how nerdy I sound or nerdy I look, bro, I've been through all that bullshit. And I'm gonna tell you now, I wish I'd have been a nerd back then. Because the nerds I went to school with, oh, they happy. They riding how they want to ride. They living in a nice neighborhood in the big house. Yeah, they 401ks looking real nice. Because they wanted to hit them books instead of hit the skating rink every weekend. They went home and did homework. I went home and hit the block. I stayed with an attitude. with my teachers and people at school because I wanted them to look at me in a certain way. I just didn't realize that the way I wanted them to look at me, that wasn't the way to go. That wasn't the way to go at all. And it's taken me almost 20 years of my life to get my shit back on track when I should be retired with my feet up. But it's all good because, like I say, even though it took me a long time to make that change, I made that change, and now I don't worry about the shit I used to worry about. When I'm handling my business, it ain't too much I do worry about. It rains hard. But, man, I'm gonna get off of here and pay more attention to the road. Since it's raining so hard, and since we've been going a little bit over an hour. Y'all take care of yourself. Don't be afraid to take that long road instead of that wrong road. You think the long way instead of the wrong way. Find somebody to help somebody you love. You know I love y'all and I appreciate you. Yeah.